And speaking of revenge animes, we start the autumn season with one. God, we wasted so much time, didn't we? The Kingdoms of Ruin is a 12-episode anime. Boy, howdy was it a flaming dumpster fire of, I suppose, revenge variety. It's actually kind of refreshing to watch these sorts of shows, not going to lie, since it's always entertaining to explain why a bad show is bad. In fact, it was so bullshit that I'm feeling the usual retelling of the plot premise ain't gonna do this show justice, and my dearest audience will not understand how bullshit this story is, so I'm gonna have some fun retelling the whole plot. I'm going to replace the witches for the ethnicity that all sides of the political spectrum dislike now, the Hebrews! Oh, and also spoilers for the entire show, I guess. Once upon a time, there were two races, Hebrews and humans, and the Hebrews were granted magical powers by God himself so that they could help and guide humanity to peace and prosperity. But then humans discovered science, and with the help of it started to kill all Hebrews in the world. Humans now live in one Reich in which Stalin is their supreme ruler, leading the world into industrial revolution and more genocide and slavery. Our hero is called Adonis. He is a human apprentice of Chloe, the ice Hebrew that can control ice. And he loves her. But then Stalin teleported them into the capital plaza, sexually assaulted her, and killed her right in front of his eyes. Adonis didn't really like that, as you can probably tell. 10 years later, he gets out of prison with the help of some girls and then promptly starts murdering everyone. His grand plan is to literally kill all humans. But humans start bombarding the town with radiation, making him unable to cast spells, so he loses and gets his head cut off. Victory for humanity! But the hero doesn't die, because the Hebrews that live on the moon have casted magic of duplication and teleported him to them, because they want to resurrect his teacher using the magic of Adonis' memories. Obviously, this isn't done out of the kindness of their hearts. They clearly want to do something with her. This, you see, is a social commentary that actually both humans and Hebrews are pieces of shit. Amazing! And Adonis, whose sole point before was revenge against humanity because they've killed the only person they loved, is like, nah. And so he resurrects with magic that is clearly supposed to work based on his own memories, the girl who saved him, which he knew for about 2 to 3 hours, and burns down the only tree in the world that is capable of creating and resurrecting the Hebrews. Hebrews are unisex and are grown on trees, you see. And then suddenly, humans teleport on the moon and the bloodbath begins. The Hebrews and humans are just going at it, but there aren't that many Hebrews, and there's a lot of humans, and so the humans have almost won. But the Hebrew with pheromones that Adonis resurrected goes to the commander of humans and says, "Man, this is stupid. Why are we killing each other? For what? Make love, not war." And the commander, under the influence of pheromones, goes, "You know what? It's actually not that bad of an idea. I love you." But Adonis goes, "Nah, genocide!" And then it is revealed to us that the Hebrew-hating Reich is actually governed by Hebrews, but not just any old Hebrews, but an interdimensional Hebrew of love that travels the multiverse to resurrect Adonis from another reality. God fucking damn it. It's been a long time since I've seen a story that felt so random and pointless. Outside of the two main heroes, pretty much the entirety of supporting cast has barely, if any, impact on the plot. The villain's motivation and goals are barely explained, and they operate solely on the rule of cool. In fact, the entirety of the show seems to operate predominantly on that rule of cool, and it's basically nothing than just sets after sets after sets tied together by the loosest of strings. The plot I've retold to you is up to episode 6, after which the show might as well be a different anime that goes into basically how horrible the Industrial Revolution is. Like, there's this city-state that was hooked on sex robots so much, they've sold all of their women to the Reich in return for sex robots, and then the sex robots fucked them to death. The graphics of the show were decent for about 3 to 4 episodes, after which it gets increasingly worse, choppier, and on occasion just turns from animation into a radio drama. The music barely registers in the anime itself. But no, I still can't let go of the fact just how fucking discombobulated this anime plot is. It is a revenge anime where the hero meanders their revenge after episode 6, so people who just want to watch a teenager commit heinous war crimes are going to be disappointed. It makes everyone an asshole after episode 4, so people who want to see an anti-hero story will be disappointed, and people who like to try and extract some deeper social and political commentary from these sorts of shows will also be disappointed, because the entire show's setting and message is cruel, nonsensical, and misanthropic. Not even the people who just like epic fights will be happy with the show, because the hero plows through most of the chaff, and whenever he encounters anything stronger than him, he never wins fair or even in a creative way. The last battle with the cyborg dude ends with the pheromone Hebrew taking control of the protagonist and saying Hesoyam, IDDQD, DN Hyper, and he just wins. Shit, I wish I had powers like this. All I can do in this form is push cans of coke with my mind, and that's not really that impressive now, is it?